Hello!
Hey.
We are live and we are enjoying what is very hot weather. You can see I'm all flushed because it has been hot. So, first of all, big apologies to everybody. We must apologise. Well, we've had huge technical problems this afternoon. Go on.
Sorry, no, I tried to log on, but the camera wasn't connected.
Yeah.
So then I had to redo it, if that makes sense. So yeah, so there we go. But now the camera's working.
So we have quite an ancient laptop, and what tends to happen is if it twirls and twirls and twirls and twirls and we don't reset it, what ends up happening is, again, the top bit, which is there, won't go on. There we are. Anyway, we are here. We are live. Finally. So apologies, guys, for the big delay. I hope you guys are well. I hope everyone is fine. What has everybody been up to?
Did everyone have a good weekend?
Yes. Did everybody enjoy? We went back to Ashford. I was going to say Rochester. Have you opened 2 lives?
No, that's the first one that we tried to open.
Yeah, we tried to. Hi, Amy. How are you? You okay? We tried to open the first one, but it didn't go through, and then so we had to redo it. So
maybe some people may be on the first one.
We're not that good.
But I got rid of that one. So
can you imagine us doing 2 lives at once?
But a lot of people do. They do like a Facebook
you were
live.
Commenting on it. 8 people were on it. Oh my god! Have we lost 8 people?
Oh dear!
Already. Oh my.
Please come back.
Just come back to us. We've got 2. Yeah, apologies. So that was what. So like I said, sorry, we just have loads of technical difficulties, as we were saying.
Yeah.
But how has everybody been? Amy, what have you been up to?
Amy's not been feeling well.
Oh, Amy, what's that?
She's not been feeling well. So she had. Well, I'll let her tell you.
All right, you can tell us. But I am looking forward to Amy's exhibition coming up. I must say. I am very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So that will be quite good. Yeah. So Amy, I hope you're feeling a bit better. Kelly is my spokesman. You mean spokeswoman? But yeah. I see.
Yeah.
All right. What's on the menu now? How are you? First of all, you good? Right now, when you say what's on the menu, Madame is just ordering us something because you've literally just got in.
Yeah.
I have almost just finished work. I mean, I was finishing just right close to the knuckle at 6:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are a bit rushed on things.
Yeah, we're like,
definitely order a drink because it's hot. But I always order hot drinks because you're supposed to order a hot drink when it's hot.
Wow.
Well, Kelly won't be doing that as well. So on the menu, Madame has got her lunch from this morning, which she saved. So as you can see,
it wasn't from prep, so there's no point in pointing.
Oh, I thought it was a prep.
It wasn't a prep.
What was this then?
That's what I'm saying. No, that is a prep. Yeah,
that's a prep.
Mark feels like he needs to show you stuff, and I'm just like,
Mark does need to show you stuff. My hands are clean.
They better be.
So we've got, what's this?
Panoreza. Yeah, put it back.
Sam, how are you?
Hey, Sam.
You're like, well, I've got about 10 people coming to the exhibition. I'm going to cry. Why? You're going to do well.
Yeah, it's going to be so good. You're going to be so well.
Embrace the chaos. Embrace the chaos. So it's not chaos. There's a. I've been watching some YouTube videos on this guy saying, and I've forgotten for the life of me what his name is, but he was saying about people that moan. And he's saying you should never moan. He said you should embrace the chaos.
Right.
So if you're ever put in a situation, you think, oh God, because I sometimes do this at work. I think, oh, why have I got to do this? Whatever. He said you should embrace it. Actual fact, this is a real opportunity for me to shine. So if I do that, and I do the bit that I didn't want to do, this is going to open opportunities elsewhere. So embrace the chaos.
Exactly.
So embrace the fact that someone's going to go and see your exhibition, that they're probably going to like it, which I think they will do.
I'm sure they will.
My doctors told me to eat gluten after August. Now it's September. I ate the gluten. That's why I'm not well. I'm better now. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? It's your body getting used to it. That's why. Have you tried the cold brews yet?
You did try a cold brew, but it was last year.
Oh, so Vaughan said the Khalifa vegan for you, Mark. The coffee, almond, and oat must. Ideal for the temperature, 25 degrees. Oh, maybe. Is that? Can you see if that's there?
Oh, okay. I'll have a
Well,
look.
on Vaughn's on Vaughn's recommendation, we'll go for that. So if you can see if that drink's there for me,
Okay.
please. We're looking. Is that Starbucks, Vaughan? So we are looking for the Khalifa.
Let's see what they do with
Sam
it.
said, "Hi, I'm good, thank you. I'm munching on takeaway fish and chips with curry sauce." Oh, that's a go off. You don't even like
I
curry
don't
sauce.
like. I was about to say I don't like curry sauce. I'm going woo to the fish and chips. I don't like. I don't know about the curry sauce with
Do you
fish
know?
and chips.
Yeah, that's a go after my own heart. Curry sauce and mushy peas. Would that or would that not be what I would have?
You would, yeah. He would have the mushy peas and he would have the curry sauce, and I would minus that off because I'm all about the vinegar and the salt.
You can have all that
and
as
fish
well.
and chips.
You can have that too.
Yeah, but I don't want it. I don't want the.
We are having a good week. Thank you very much. I hope you are too, and I hope you're feeling better because I know you had a that real illness moment. So I hope you are feeling a bit better.
I can't see this Khalifa.
Embracing. Well, I've got to do a speech about my work. I'll be like this. I'll be like, this is a donkey. Well, I take a picture of it because I like it. Do you know what, though? This is where you've got to get a bit artsy-fartsy. So you've got to say, if it's a picture of a donkey, you've got to say, well, I'm trying to embellish the soul of the donkey. It's a depiction of the working part. So therefore, that's what you've got to make up. That's what they want to hear. Vaughan said, well, any cold brew, vanilla, etc. Fish and chips? Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Right, how are we doing for these cold drinks?
Yep. Oh, you want a cold drink as well?
No, instead
they
of.
don't. Oh, instead of. Oh, what cold drink do you want? Because they don't have the one that. Yeah, they don't have that one.
All right, I'll stick.
But I can tell you what's new. What drinks are new?
We've got the clotted cream fudge. Oh, that's out.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded quite nice. We've got the chocolate waffle cone coffee frappuccino blend.
That sounds nice.
We've got the chocolate waffle cone creme frappuccino. Or we've got, you're going up too high, the strawberry waffle cone creme frappuccino.
I wouldn't recommend the strawberry waffle cone cream frappuccino. It's only okay. It's not all that.
Oh, I'm going to be boring and stick to my normal coffee.
Oh, I've already done that then.
Oh, that's fine. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to be boring.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
No, Mark, I just imagine you laughing. I'll be like this. I can't do this. Storms out like a dramatic girl from Hollyoaks. I think you mean Hollyoaks, but I like the term Hollyoaks. Touche! How are you? Are you feeling better? Somebody else who's not been well recently.
Yeah, I feel like it's going round, and I'm a little bit stressed at the moment, and I just feel that.
I know, I can tell.
By the time the weekend comes, like my body will relax, and then I'll like develop some type of sickness, cold sore, probably break out in spots and stuff like that. That's how I feel. That's what I feel is going to happen.
Well, Tusha, I hope you're feeling better because I know you were ill a couple of weeks or a week ago. So I do hope you're feeling a bit better. I hope the antibiotics kicked in because I know you're on those as well. So I hope you're feeling a bit better. Vaughan said, I was watching a video on Camden Market. Now, we haven't done Camden.
No.
We've been to Camden, but we've never filmed Camden. Camden has changed so much since I first came to London. It really, really has. They've had several fires since then, not by me. And they've really changed the market areas. It's very touristy now. So it made me think of Mark and Kelly, too packed at the weekends, but if you like crowds. Well, do you know what? This is it. We're not really the best crowd followers. But
no, and I'm very much like to go when it's not so busy, but you do too.
Yeah, that's true. Sam said, I saw someone having the lime refresher with 3 pumps of peppermint. They said it was amazing.
I imagine lime, it's like a mojito. What are you talking about? That would be totally you.
I like mojito. It's weird though. I don't like peppermint, but I do like mint.
Mojitos, yeah. He would have that drink because it would be like a mojito.
Fresh mint, yeah. If it tasted like a mojito, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Amy said, Tushi, the carvery is still on its way. It's moldy now. She's still doing the delivery. Too good to go. We will look at Camden Market at some point. It's been on my to-do list for years, but we just because we're sort of southeast London and Camden is quite far up north London. We never really make the effort to go up there, but we should do really at some point.
Yeah, I think we sort of tend to stick to sort of like more central London. I think The reason why we tend to stick more to central London is because when people come to London, or people who already live in London, would probably go more central, if that makes sense. You know, you'd go the Covent Garden end, you'd go Oxford Street, you'd go sort of like Leicester Square, Trafalgar Square, sort of like that end of stuff. Because I just imagine a lot of people want to do sort of like the touristy type things, and those are classic London. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense. And we do that. Amy said Camden Market is too expensive, £7 for a hot dog. That's quite reasonable for London. When we went to South Bank, so just be wary of this, we went to South Bank, they were doing hot dogs for £11 to £13. So just be wary of that. They are expensive. Amy said goodbye, as in that's it, leave it. Two said it's still a bit of pain, but trying to sort it out. Hang on, hashtag hang on in there. You hang on in there, it will go. It does take a while for antibiotics to kick in. I remember when I had my toothache. Oh my lord, my mouth. I've still got wisdom teeth. But,
so have I.
But they're impacted. But they apparently, if you imagine that's the tooth and that's the root. So most roots are like that, so you can just pull them out. But mine are like this, apparently. They're hooked, so they can't yank them out. So they just left them there. But every once in a while, my thing
it gets impacted
up like this, so I've got to go on antibiotics. They do take a few days to kick in.
Yeah, mine gets impacted too. Not that often, but it does get impacted. But it's because it's so far back and the gums are over the tooth a little bit. But when I had braces, they pulled out 4 teeth, so 2 from the top and 2 from the bottom. But this tooth grew at an angle, so now it looks like I've got a missing tooth. But I haven't. I mean, I have, because they pulled out 4. But this looks like I've got a missing tooth right here. But it's only because it's grown, it's turned. So if they turned it back, the gap would be filled.
I was going to get you something. Did you order? I was going to get something to eat.
Oh.
That's what I was saying to you, but I said, never mind. It's too late now.
Sorry.
You should embrace the chaos. Well, I've got to now. Touche said, need some friendly faces. Haven't been out since Thursday. Oh, it'd be good to see. Well, we can hope you can entertain you as best we can. Imagine that we are opposite us, just chatting away. Faces? Touche said, bet Toby are wondering where we are today. I bet they are like, no, Touche. Amy said goodbye means lingo for now. That's enough. Yes, I kind of gathered that. I thought that was the case. Richard, hello.
Yeah, Richard was on the other one. He was just messaging me. He goes, what happened? The screen's blank. And so let me just explain. So basically, we set up the live, but the camera wasn't working. And so I unplugged it, plugged it back in. But once it doesn't register the camera, you cannot unplug and plug back in once you get to a certain point when you're setting up the live. So I had to dash that live and restart a new one. And so that's why you may have had blank screens.
Oh, sorry, Richard. I've been chatting to you on a broken link for 20 minutes. Sorry. Get rid of that broken link. Get rid of that broken link.
I've got rid of it.
Oh, have you?
I cancelled it ages ago. Cancelled it as soon as I started up the new one.
So, well, we apologise, but Amy finds it funny. She said, that's so funny, Richard. This is the live. So sorry, Richard. We do apologise as well. I don't know. Yeah, we had issues. We have real issues setting up. Hence, we were late today. We were really problems setting up. So, that we had to kill off the first live and then go back to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the right live. I clickbaited by Mark and Kelly. We would never do that to you. We would never do that to you.
No, we don't do clickbait.
I was checking out your videos actually, Richard, today. So did you go to a function recently? Because I just saw you did the DLR. And there were some other function bits on there as well. I did notice there was a Comic-Con one on there, but I didn't know if that was recent. Sam said, the last time I went to London, I was at Cleopatra's Needle, and my next door neighbour from Cornwall tapped me on the shoulder. Small world.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So for anybody not familiar, Cleopatra's Needle is right on the River Thames. So you'll see that there.
I've never even heard of it until you just mentioned it. And Mark's explained, never heard of it.
My God. This is typical Londoners, don't know what's around them.
Yeah, well, do you know what I mean? Like, so basically, I don't know how it is for kids who go to school now. But when I went to school, we went and visited all around London, because you live in London, but you don't experience it as a tourist, really. So like if I go to Bath, I'll look up and I'll go and visit things that you would visit in Bath and stuff like that. But when you live in London, or when you're growing up in London, you don't tend to, or when whoever's growing up in whatever city, you don't tend to go and experience the city itself, if that makes sense. But when I was younger, I went to things like the London Dungeon, and we went to the Museum of Moving Images, which doesn't exist anymore. And then where else did we we did so many things around London. But then obviously as you get older, but we also did things that, like, I was lucky enough to go to Stonehenge. A lot of people don't go to Stonehenge, but we were lucky enough to go to Stonehenge.
That's it, right on the river. You'd recognise it if you saw it. So if anybody is opposite the MOD building, there you go. That's Cleopatra's Needle. That you'll see it. You would have walked past it. For
No,
sure.
I wouldn't have.
You would have done 100%.
No, I wouldn't have.
You're 100%.
I haven't walked that side. I walked the MFI side, the MFI building, but I've not walked that side.
MFI. Where are we? Would you believe, says Vaughan, I'm still waiting for my passport. Must be 15 weeks.
Oh, my word.
Now, there has been delays with passports as well, but definitely chase them up. Funny you should say that. A guy I know as well.
Did we say hello to Evelyn?
Oh, no, we didn't. Evelyn, hello. I'm so
Evelyn.
sorry. Do you know what? I was blitzing through them at a speed. Sorry. Hello, Evelyn. Sorry. That I wasn't ignoring you. I feel really bad now. Mark is hungry. Yes, he is.
Yes.
And he would have liked something and suddenly ordered on a ring.
No, because they said he's going to eat after.
Yeah, so definitely try and chase them up as well. They can be about 15 weeks is a long time.
15 weeks is a very long time. Somebody else said that they missed their holiday because they didn't get their passport.
Yeah, a lot of people miss their holiday. So when I ordered mine, it took about a month and a half, but they said it can be up to 4 months.
Yeah.
So you're on 2.5 months now. So I'm hoping it comes. Have you got a holiday coming up that you need it for? Amy said, I got my passport in 3 weeks.
But also because it's been it might have clashed also with the summer holidays as well. So that may be part of the reason, not making any excuses or defending them, because that's mad that it's taken that long. But whenever I've applied for my passport in the past, I always try and avoid any type of holiday period. But obviously 15 weeks, you wouldn't have sent it in the holiday period. You would have sent it way before that. But as they've taken so long, it's probably clashed with the holiday period as well. So
I can't believe that. For all the people to tap you on the shoulder, it's your next door neighbour when you're in a completely different environment.
Yeah, that's
as Vaughan said, what are the chances of that? Richard said, you do realise that your black screen link is still there. Few people watching it still. You're gonna have to kill that off.
I can't kill it off if it's because I've killed it. So
thanks, Richard. We don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah,
We just got rid of everybody.
No, what are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what to make of that as well. That people actually rather watch a black screen than us doing
black screen than us doing.
This is actually a good live. This is better than they normally do.
Thank you for the likes as well. So if you have a chance, please like it, because apparently it gets pushed out to other people. I was watching another YouTuber, and she was saying that at the end of her video, oh, thanks for the likes. It helps other people find the channel. So I didn't know that the more likes that we get on the live, later on when people go back to watch, or even now, it will get pushed out to those people as well. So thank you, and please like the live.
Thank you so much, guys. What was I going to say? So Richard, hopefully we've killed that off now. The other link as well. Anybody who's watching on the other thing, come over. Let
me see if I can.
Yeah, you have a little look on that. I'll read the comments. Tusha, any Starbucks babes? We have just ordered, minus the food. Amy said, "Nah, Richard will look at my work and laugh." No, he won't, Amy. We will be there. We are going to have a look at it. We were there, but I will definitely critique you. So what was the interesting part? What angle were you doing from here? Where were you going with this?
It says upcoming and 2 are waiting on the upcoming. So I don't know how. Let me go into it.
Yeah, so if you leave a message just saying, please join us on the other. Oh God, they're just waiting. How long are they gonna be? Yeah, it's just crazy that you got tapped on the shoulder. Amy said, yeah, it's coming, babes. Amy said, I never went to London when I was in school at the place in sorry, I never went to London when I was in school at the place in work in London. So it's that I find amazing that people from London, kids in London, don't necessarily go into London. Our nephew went only a couple of times.
Yeah.
That absolutely mystified me.
Yeah.
And their school is just on the outskirts. Richard said, made 4 lots of Japanese cookies, aka biscuits. No chocolate. That's American.
Nice.
Japanese are made there with fruit and flour and dragon flour. Made with fruit, good for the soul. What's dragon flour?
Never heard of it.
Flour made from dragons. Sam said it's pretty by the needle. It's a lovely walk. It is beautiful.
Oh.
I love the needle walk because also as well you've got those 2 little almost like sphinxes either side of the needle. You've definitely walked past it. You probably won't notice it. It's one of those things you have to.
You said it's opposite the.
It is. I will show you next time we're in London. We'll walk past.
Because the only part that I've walked along that river, because that then is going towards St Thomas's Hospital. But I've not walked up as far as, so basically on that side of the river, because that's where Chino Latino is. So you walk past the Big Ben, and then all the way up as you get towards Vauxhall, that's where the MI5 building is.
Yeah, it's heading that way.
Yeah. Well, if it's opposite there, that means it's in Vauxhall.
It's heading that way. I have to get my geography thing. I thought it was from Blackfriars downwards, but I will show you. Also said Richard, I made a Japanese buttery Victoria sponge lime iced cake. It's very rich and tasty. Needs a hot drink. Did you film it? Are you going to upload it? So Kelly and I have said before, you'll see it on our one of our videos. But we believe the best cakes we've ever had in London are from WA. Check out our video if you do. Those are Japanese cakes. So Richard, that might be up
Japanese patisserie. But I had a sandwich from there. I think they call them sandos. And even the sandwich there was really nice. But today, somebody gave me a chocolate and pistachio croissant. Now, I remember you getting a pistachio croissant, but I don't think you got a chocolate and pistachio
no chocolate.
croissant.
I was minus a chocolate.
This one was pistachio. It was so good. I only had half, right? So, like, I only had half of the croissant so that someone else could have another half. But I tell you, like, the Arome do the best almond and chocolate croissant that I've ever tasted, right? And I have to say, as almond croissants go, Bread Ahead's almond croissant comes a close second.
Yeah, that's quite nice. So
it's really nice.
You did see us try Bread Ahead. Actually, we've got a Bread Ahead donut in the kitchen.
But let me tell you, the chocolate and pistachio Bread Ahead croissant must be tried. It's so. I was eating it and I was like, man, like Evelyn would go, man. It was so good.
So
so good.
Arome is actually a bakery in London. I don't know if they have them outside London.
Yeah, they have one in Dubai.
Yeah, that's a bit far. So if you're in Dubai, or if you want to go from Cornwall to Dubai, there you are. You can pick up one of your.
Just saying.
But I mean outside London, in more UK wise.
Yeah, no. That's the best almond and chocolate croissant. The best pistachio and chocolate croissant is Bread Ahead.
Yeah.
So good.
So your choices are London or Dubai, but I don't know if they're outside. I'm sure there are some in the UK, but we'll have to double check that. Sam said, Sam said, there's one watching. I will leave a message on the live chat. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, I've left a message on there. I've sent, but for some reason I can't delete it. That's the problem. So I'm just going into another app to see if I can delete it.
All right. While you're doing that, Vaughan said, I'm all about the London videos. I like Hannah Ricketts. Her vlogs are very enjoyable. So many to choose from. Oh, we've not heard of Hannah Ricketts.
No, I'll take a look.
We'll have a look. Thank you, Vaughan. We shall have a look at that. Now, as I said, we've not posted anything for a week because, apologies, I've been so manic this week. Well, last week was absolutely manic, and I'm on a course again at work. So my evenings have been just completely taken up. So I was editing a video yesterday. that was the walk I did. So we did a walk for a mental health charity. Kelly's just saying that the drinks are 2 minutes away. So that will come in. I'm going to try my best to get it up for this weekend. That is what I will try and do, because I really don't want that video up. Just so you guys can see. If you're not into the charity, you don't have to be. It's I hope you enjoy the walk. So I've just shown all the highlights of the walk we did from London Bridge all the way over to Canary Wharf. Then we walked through to Greenwich, over to Blackheath, through then all the way up to Bromley. So that was a really enjoyable walk. It was a beautiful day, not as hot as it was today, but really nice. And there was something really nice to be said. I don't normally like getting up, but so I didn't do it with Kelly. I did it with Stefana, who's Kelly's cousin. So the two of us did that, but really enjoyed it. So I hope you do. It'd be a really nice, for those of you not so familiar with London, or those that are, you'll get to see some really nice spots in London. It was a cloudless day, which was really good.
Yeah, you were very, very lucky with the weather.
I know, because the day before was actually bucketing down.
Yeah,
thought,
it was mad.
I'm going to get absolutely soaked. But it was amazing. So it worked out really well. Amy said, I went on a school to see a musical. And we were late, and the teacher doesn't know anything about trains, so 14-year-old me had to help her.
Oh no!
Miss, don't you want this one? It reminds me, I had a friend of mine who was a bus driver, and he always used to go. He was always daydreaming, so he used to go down the wrong road. So he said, I was driving once, and the passenger behind, driver, I think you want Frobisher Lane. He's like, oh, all right. So we had to.
Imagine trying to turn the bus around.
So where are we? Richard said, I decided not to post up my cake video. It's in test mode. Well,
do you know what? Yeah, I mean, if it's in test mode, it's in test mode. Clearly you want to perfect it before you're doing a video about it, which is fair enough.
Richard said, I'd rather go out adventures and take my food. That's how I do it. So, so you didn't want to film, but you have done your own baking ones before. You did the Egyptian bread. I watched that one. That was quite good. So you have baked your own stuff. I mean, Kelly and I do the baking ones. Kelly's much better at baking than me. When I do recipes, is because I'm not a good cook at all. And the reason why I do the recipes is to show if I can do it, anybody could do it. So I just want to show how I try and go for simple ones, so easy to make. So as you can see, I've done loads of pancake ones. The Walking Dead ones are my favorite. They are my favorite pancakes to eat and or the recipe to do. But that just gives you an idea as well. I would recommend making those. Sam said they found a wall mural in Pompeii in an ancient bakery. Oh, I heard about this. And that has what looks like a pizza on it. So cool. It's like an amazing pizza around 2,000 years ago. I did see that when they were doing excavations. Right, I'm going to get the drinks.
Right. So, yeah, so I think I've managed to delete the other link. I'm there sort of like that. Because the thing is as well, when you have the app, not everything is available to utilize the app and stuff. So it's just a little bit crazy, really. I did show it to you, but
oh, you just showed me the
nope.
Okay.
Hello, sorry. So you know, I wish I'm like very organized. I'm a huge planner and all of this. So I like to get everything done and prepared and done. So I was like showing him, and I was like, no, I did show you. But anyway, yeah. So so when you're sort of like using the app and stuff like that, you can't. Not everything. So I couldn't delete it from the app. I had to go in like in desktop mode. So I had to enter it separately via sort of like the internet, like an internet browser, and then go and delete it that way. I couldn't delete it from the app. And yeah, so that's why it was just taking me a little bit. But I believe now that I have done that. I can't see where my glasses are because I would read the comments, but I think I left my glasses over there. What's wrong? They didn't put cream on it either.
No, you might have to report things.
Oh.
She did say she couldn't speak English very well, so she went with Google app.
Oh, did it spill everywhere?
Right. Let me set the label off and I'll show you.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that it spilled everywhere. And now I'm going to have to take a picture of it to be able to report it.
In the shorts. So this is what happens. Got it? Can you see that?
Wait. Oh,
you're gonna have to.
Okay, hold on, because it's dripping everywhere. It's dripping
There we
all
are.
over my trousers and everything else.
Are you taking a photo?
No.
There you go. Look at that. So on the live, I'm going to go. Where are we? Amy said Bromley by the Bow is horrible area. No, this was Bromley. So not Bromley by the Bow. This is Bromley.
It's because they keep double lidding it as well.
Vaughan said, crikey, imagine a bus route. How to make a retreat manoeuvre in London tram. What am I? Yeah, so he had to go right. He almost had to double back and go down the other area.
Right, that's fine.
Watch it. It's Starbucks, a Creamfield sugar ton Starbucks. Well, actually, there isn't much Creamfield in anything at all.
Yeah.
We might have to get a refund, Richard. This is true. Yeah. Can you see that? Right. Now I'm going to show you my one.
Oh dear, something up with your one.
Yeah, she said the same thing.
Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, Richard's dead against Starbucks. I don't know why. He doesn't like anything American really. And so anytime he loves Nero, always bigs up Nero. Nero for me is only okay. There's nothing. It's all right. Like I don't mind it.
So there's no sticker on it.
Okay.
There's the box. This is before I even open it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
Right. Take this out.
Yeah, so anytime Richard goes to Nero's, he always loves to pick up Nero's, and then he'll slate. If I say anything else, he'll just slate Starbucks, slate everything. It's all about Italian.
All right, what we got inside? Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But yours one's an actual abomination. Have you got yours, or have I left it?
No, you took it back in the kitchen.
Sorry, guys, that took a lot longer than we first thought.
So we always debate about the thing of Starbucks in Nero's. I don't mind Nero's. It's not a bad place or anything. But the only thing that I would have at Nero's is a hot chocolate. There isn't. I've tried a range of their drinks. They're not all that. But it's not the best place to have hot chocolate by far. Try Pret's hot chocolate. And even Leon's hot chocolate's really, really good. But the best hot chocolate that I've had has to be in Brussels, in one of the hotels where we stayed at. So we stayed at the Warwick, and they do hot chocolate. I have hot chocolate at breakfast time, and it's so good. But also, I'm not a coffee drinker other than Starbucks.
What's funny, and the irony is, they put a sticker to stop spillage.
Yeah, they put.
They just all come out the other side.
But they always double top it.
Mark, Bromley by Bow is real. No, I know it's real.
Yeah. Bromley by Bow is real, but it's at the other. It's not where. Do you know what I mean? Where he was walking.
So we walked to Bromley.
Not Bromley
by Bow. So I know Bromley by Bow is real.
Places.
But yeah. I just thought, just in case you got it mixed up, we went to Bromley, not Bromley by Bow. I've never been to Bromley by Bow, but I do know it exists.
Neither have I actually.
There you go. Right. Well, cheers, guys. You'll see my little mashup.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But did you bring a? Oh, you got the straw.
Yeah, I just gave you a straw.
No, you put it over there. I didn't see it. That's why.
Sorry, I got a bit thirsty. Tusha, that's a sad time. It is a little bit. Look at the state of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job listening to Dave.
Yeah.
There you go.
Imagine.
It is a very sad sight. Anyway, what was I going to say?
Do you know
Embrace the chaos.
Yeah, embrace the chaos. And you know what? I was going to bring a Starbucks home, but Mark was like, "Oh, you know what? It'll get cold and all of this type of stuff." And yeah, I was just like, "Yeah, we'll order one when we get home." And it's just like, really, seriously, really.
I think what had happened was the delivery driver actually said she couldn't speak much English, so she actually did it on Google Translate. I think what she said was, when she opened the thing, they were both on their side. Hence the reason why yours is all spilt everywhere.
Yeah.
So you probably got about half a frap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But the best fraps, the best by far is Starbucks. 100%. I've tried all of them because I thought to myself,
all of them, or all ever.
no, I've tried all
Others.
sort of others. Yeah. So basically, I tried Costa. I tried Nero's one. I've tried Pret's one, Costa's one, but none of them are as good as the caramel coffee frappuccino. But there is something that comes a close second. So if I can't get hold of one, it's the mint choc chip Costa. The mint choc chip Costa is so good, but I like mint, you see, whereas you don't. But I love mint. So if I can never get the Starbucks, then Costa, because the thing is, there's probably the same amount as cost of Costas as there are of Starbucks. So whenever you go to a town or whatever, you inevitably will find there's either a Costa or a Starbucks. In devices, there's no Starbucks, but there is a Costa. There's two Costas.
Now, I was going to say, Richard said, I did say I hate Starbucks. It's just because they have bad reviews on hot coffee and chocolate. And yes, it's yuck. I wouldn't say it's yuck. I must say, though, I have tried.
This is not Mark's favourite coffee. Mark's favourite coffee is Joe and the Juice.
I do like Joe and the Juice, but I've got to say I do. But we go with Starbucks because Kelly loves the frap, so I just go along with those ones. I've got to say I do prefer coffee in other places. They do okay coffee, but not as good from other places.
I thought Joe and the Juice was your favourite. Is there another one?
I kind of. Do you know what? I've got bored of oat milk now. I just prefer the coconut one, so I get bored of this and then move on to something else.
Oh, but that is coconut milk.
I know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I will Joe and the Juice.
Right.
I will have to try the coconut from Joe and the Juice, but I do like Joe and the Juice.
Yeah.
Disappointing, says Vaughan. Yes, it was a bit. Bromley is the home of sci-fi, says Richard. That's true. H.G. Wells. Cheers. Anyway, guys, eventually we've got there in the end. That's the state of mind, but there we are.
I need to report it, so I'm just like, let me do my cheers. It's bad luck if you do a cheers and then you put it back down, you don't drink it. So cheers.
There we are. Amy said, I think that's so funny. It looks like poop on Mark's cup. Yeah.
That still left the bag. Yeah, but
that's the bag. That's the remnants of the bag stuck to it. I think, actual fact, I said, so looking on the positive side, it probably was good you didn't order food because it would just be one hot.
It would just be trash. Oh, no, but it'd be in a separate bag.
Yeah, but it'd still be wet. They don't put it in waterproof bags. Two said, I've been embracing the chaos for a week now. This is my new mantra. I'm going to try it. When things aren't going well for me, I'm going to embrace the chaos. See it as a way forward and a positive. Richard said, Kelly, you don't like Nero's because you like tons and tons of sugar taste.
Yeah.
There you are.
I love chocolate. I love sugar. Yeah.
Kelly has a little bit of a sweet tooth. But she does love the caramel.
A little bit. I think you'll find it's a big bit.
So how are you finding embracing the chaos too? So by that as well, the mantra being that you should just try and see the positive in when your things aren't going well for you as well. And sometimes that can work really well in terms of discovering new things, approaching things differently. I don't know if it's going to work in this case, but here we go. Richard said, chocolate is though bitter, it's not sweet.
Yeah, if you get the the one with less sugar, something similar to.
Careful.
Yeah.
I can see all that falling on the floor.
So something similar to that, which I use in baking. So they do. 70% to me. I don't like anything bitter. I don't have bitter taste buds. I'm from Mauritius. We like tons of sugar. We're not bitter people. You get me? We're not bitter people. We like sweet. We like the sun. We like the pineapple. We like the mango. We like the lychee. I like the up. I like the up. The bitter and all that is more. Yeah, I'm not that way. But yeah, we like the up.
Amy said, Costa fraps blow my head off. I was nearly sick. I couldn't handle the caffeine. Do they have caffeine caffeine in them? Costa
Yeah.
fraps?
If
Oh,
you
I
get,
didn't know that.
yeah, they everywhere does a coffee frappuccino, or but they call it different things. So like frappe. I've even the McDonald's one. I have to say is not bad. The McDonald's
Oh yeah,
frappe that they do is
well,
not bad.
I've got to say, pound for pounds, they're not bad.
Yeah.
Actually, about cost efficiency wise. I don't know about the sugar content in them, but where are we? My fab. So Richard said my fab hot drink is PG raspberry. So you like the fruity teas?
Yeah, you see, again, I can't drink any. There's so many toxins in the PGs, so I can't drink the PG. I used to love PG was my favorite. It was back in the day. I would drink PG tips all the time. But as time's gone on, I can't. My body can't take. You know, like sometimes you build up an intolerance to something. You know, like sometimes people can get an intolerance to wheat or flour or anything like that. That's what it is for me with PG tips. So now I can't drink it. And even with fruit teas, there have to be certain fruit teas. Like I can drink the Twinings fruit teas, but I can't drink the Twinings normal tea. But the Whittard's tea seems to be okay. I don't get too many, like, do you know what I mean? But PG tips, there's so many additives in it, I can't drink it anymore.
So, do you guys have something that you can't touch? Is it something that will put you off? Is it something it just doesn't agree with you? So, for example, like Richard, would you only do a certain type of PG tips? Or like with Amy, you can't stand a certain brand of something. So you can't stand a certain brand of, for example, Costa, because the fraps are just too caffeine-y or too highly caffeine.
Yeah, do you have like something that is like too highly sugar? Because like a lot of people, they prefer savory to sweet. So like I know loads of people, they don't prefer sweet. They always prefer savory. So rather than go for a dessert, they might go for an extra starter or something like that. I know plenty of people that would rather forego a dessert. But to be fair, in most restaurants, I don't really have a dessert. I'm I love sugar, and I'm very, very fussy. Like, if I'm going to have something or drink something, it has to be worth those calories. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't just eat like any old thing. Like, there will be specific things that I like Dairy's Creations. I love those, but I don't love all dairy milk chocolate, if that makes sense. So if I really fancy something, I wouldn't eat, like, let's say like a dairy fruit and nut bar. That wouldn't be worth the calories to me, but I would eat a Cadbury's Marvelous Creations, but only the ones with the popping candy, because I think they do too. I wouldn't eat the other one, but the ones with the jelly peas and the popping candy, I would so have that. So good.
Tush said, my sister-in-law loves a McDonald's coffee. Do you know what? I never used to drink it. I didn't like it. And I think they have changed their recipe, because I have noticed they do taste better now. They used to be really weak, but actually I do like them. And then what, pound something? It's very, very cheap, McDonald's coffee. Embrace the chaos. I love that, says Tush. Deep breaths, baby steps, one day at a time. Yeah. One of the things as well that I've been learning about this embrace the chaos. So basically, it's not a religion. It's not it's more like a little mantra, really. It's a way of trying to see a positive in a negative.
Yeah.
So the idea is that you would, I don't know, say you missed your train or something, use it as an excuse to go and stop and see something else. Or when we did the walk, I remember saying to Steph when we were getting there, oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock in the morning, we had to get up at 6:30 on a Sunday to get to this walk. And I thought, it's so early. We were moaning about it. But when we got there, I was saying to him, God, this is a part of London I never in a million years have gone to walk.
Right.
Had I not have done this organised walk.
Yeah.
So I was really glad for it. All key areas like Greenwich, I've not been to there for years. I've never been on the hill.
Right.
So I wouldn't have spotted that had I not done the walk. So things like that.
But I feel like because you weren't enthusiastic because of the getting up early and all of that. And I was just trying to encourage you, because I knew as soon as you started doing it that you would enjoy it. So I was there sort of like, no, you should go and all of this, and you and Steph you will enjoy it, and it's sort of like, also it's like a bonding time. So, you know, they can go and do something, because the last thing that you did together, sort of like what you call it wise, sort of like activity wise, was the O2.
Yeah, that's true. So we did the walk over the O2. Again, you'll see that in one of our videos. That's quite a few old now.
That was quite old, yeah. But that was the last thing that they did together. I mean, don't get me wrong, we see Steph all the time, you know, we see him on the weekends and all of that. But doing an activity together, that was the last thing, was the O2. And then now this one's the walk, which we were editing last night.
Yeah, well, I started it.
Yeah.
It took me about 3 hours to do 10 minutes editing. Richard said, cocoa doesn't have sugar. I like my cocoa. Everything else is added for humans. So there is a large element of truth to that. They will do for the British palate or the American palate, they will add a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
So Hershey's has an awful lot of sugar in it. Your favourite.
Oh, so, don't ever assault my palate with a Hershey's. That is more.
But I always see that on YouTube. You'll see Americans saying, "Oh, actually, this Cadbury's is a lot better than our Hershey's." So it does seem to be a lot more.
But the Americans do prefer the British chocolate to their own, because there isn't. While I do like a lot of sugar and stuff like that, there isn't a lot of there isn't really a lot of desserts that I eat when I go to the States, actually. Like sometimes my favorite dessert. What's my favorite dessert in the States?
Bread pudding. No, your favorite dessert is peach cobbler. Peach cobbler. So
it's so good.
So for anybody not familiar with peach cobbler, just think of a crumble.
Yeah.
But instead of the fruit, it's just peach.
Yeah.
With lots and lots of sugar added.
It's just so good, and I like the way that they do their chantilly cream as well. I really like that. But to be fair though, in a lot of restaurants in the UK as well as in the States, I don't eat a lot of desserts. I feel like restaurant desserts are not on par. They're like, if I go to Wagamama's, there's one dessert that they do, one that I will always have, which is
the ginger
white chocolate and ginger cheesecake. It's the only one.
Yeah. So I will have more answers for you soon, says Tushi. All right, well, let us know how the embracing goes.
Yeah.
Amy said, I love water and Fanta. So water
together?
Watered down
or
Fanta.
Separate?
Is that what you're saying? Watered down Fanta. I'll tell you something funny. So Kelly's aunt puts salt in Fanta.
Yeah.
She'll actually get the salt.
My whole family will do that.
They'll get a salt grinder and then put it in the Fanta.
But it has to be a certain Fanta. So the Fanta in Mauritius. So in the UK, we tend to add a lot of additives and stuff like that. And it's only when you go abroad, you have less additives in certain things that they do. And Fanta's one of those ones where there is less additives in Mauritius. And so what they do, they like to add, they tend to add salt to, like, so like if you're freshly cut a fruit or whatever, they have salt in it. Listen, I like the naturalness of the fruit. The only time I will change like a fruit's composition is when I'm having a smoothie, and then I'll probably add like seeds or like, so I might do a pineapple and spinach smoothie. And then I will add, what you call it, maybe some type of milk, maybe or a yogurt, like a yogurt, and then I will add a bit of honey, and then maybe flax seeds or something like that. So that's what I do when I make my smoothie. But other than that, if I'm eating my fruit or whatever, I don't add anything to it. I just eat it for the sweetness of the fruit itself. But when you go to Mauritius, they add salt, like, or chili. But you even had something with chili. And then he's saying that, but he ate the whole holiday. He put chili on his fruit, on the fresh fruit that they made. No, and I'm just like,
I think what it is, it's the salt on fruit. I just don't get it. They put it in a bag and they put tons of salt, and I mean a lot. And then they shake it up and then hand it. There you go. And I think, why the fuck on this?
It's not a ton of salt.
It's a lot.
But yeah, they add salt to the bag and then shake it. But they also do one with tamarind, with chili, and all of that. And even my youngers, sort of my cousins and that, they like it with chili. But I'm not a person that likes extra stuff. So like when I'm having fish and chips, I don't want the mushy peas and the and the what you call it, and the
Curry
and
sauce.
the curry sauce and all of that. I'm not about that.
Sam, she doesn't know what she's missing.
But I don't mind like salt and vinegar or something like that. But I'm a bit more traditional in that sense. Or like I like when I have something, I like it as is, if that makes sense. So if I'm having a frappuccino, the original is with caramel and with whipped cream on the top. But
I knew
also
Evelyn would
liked
like
a
that.
bit more
Mango
caramel.
with salt and chili.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Evelyn loves all that. I was just saying, she goes, yeah, lots of salt, please. I said, oh no. That beautiful sweet fruit, and then you're putting salt on it. Richard said one coffee shop you want to try is Comic Coffee in Newport, Isle of Wight. The only coffee shop that likes Comic-Con style in the UK. Oh, that's interesting. So is the coffee good? When you say Comic-Con, is it almost like going into a Comic-Con thing? They got a comic sort of...
I will let you know now, Richard. Mark is a coffee snob.
But I will try. So is Richard. I think Richard likes his coffee.
I don't think so. I don't think he's a coffee snob in the sense that you are. For sure. No. I can tell you now, Mark has Nespresso. He has all those coffees. He buys gourmet coffees. £17 coffee in Fortnum's. He's a coffee snob. So he can't just go anywhere and have, it has to be
Nescafe.
Yeah. Don't even assault his palate with instant coffee.
I know people say that to me. If I go around someone's house, they go, I said, I've got a coffee. They go, I've got Nescafe. I said, oh no, I'm all right, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be polite, but
Mark,
oh no, instant coffee I can't do.
He's a coffee snob.
I can't drink instant coffee.
So that cafe would have to be on point. We've been to hotels and he's like, nah, it's all right. Or he'll try someone, it's really watered. And if the coffee's not on point, he will complain the whole day. And even a week or two later, he will complain.
This is why I like the United States, because even their mediocre coffee is better than their rubbish coffee is better than a lot of our coffee. They do very good coffee in the States. I do like United States coffee. Amy said,
but they are big on coffee in the States.
This is true. Amy said, I would like to do a charity walk or a walk for general. So, Amy, if you are interested, the charity walk has stopped now, but it will come again. So, if you are interested, I will let you know if you want to do the charity walk. But I will let you know. Sam said the best hot chocolate is made with real chocolate, or I look good old Cadbury's. So you would have loved it. When Kelly and I went to Belgium, we went to a place called St. Mary's, which is a shop, was just called Mary's, and they use real chocolate bars with the milk to make it. It's so good, especially when it's cold. You just get that real lovely hit of the coffee.
I don't like my chocolate too thick. I don't mind if there's a little bit of thickness to it, but I don't like it. You know, sometimes you can get the real chocolate ones, and they're so thick, it's like you're just drinking melted chocolate. I'm not about that.
I'm about that. Some people add actual fact they have flour in it just to give it a bit of thickness, or not corn flour.
No.
Touche said, I love an Xmas calendar chocolate. The cheaper, the better. Oh no, like cheap chocolate, I can't do. Do you remember when you used to get those little coins as a kid? And I tried that, and the chocolate was awful.
Yeah,
it's so cheap. Oh no, not.
I don't mind. I don't mind some cheap chocolate. But I am a little bit of a chocolate snob, just a little bit.
What do you mean a little bit? Oh, if it's not new house, get me new house. If it's not new house, I don't want anything.
I happily only does.
Gala. As if that's a massive step down. Richard said, I've got my Lego Friends Advent already. Oh, have you? Gonna do a Korean and 80s hamper this year.
Wow.
So you're actually making that for your friends.
Wow.
Sam
They're
said,
going to be lucky.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sam said, when my boys were young, we used to buy tin peaches and make a peach crumble with sodium. We have to try that. That would be quite nice, actually, because it would be like a peach cobbler.
Yeah.
It'd be like a peach cobbler.
Would be.
That sounds really good, Sam. Did you add anything to the, did you get it in juice or in syrup? And did you add anything to it, or did you get rid of the juice? Was it too watery?
Yeah, you'd have to get rid of the juice.
Well, we'll find out what Sam said. Sam said a J2 orange passion fruit is my favourite drink.
I like the spritz.
Oh yeah, you do like the spritz.
I like the J2O spritz.
Now, Touche, love how passionate Kelly gets when she talks about her food. Relatable, babes. We do that when you'll see we get really excited when we talk about something that's really nice, like a cake or something we really enjoy because we love to share it with you guys as well. Now, I know not all of you are in London, but we always do like to try and share something what we know. So one day, hopefully, you can get to London and have a look. But for those of you that can't, you can just see what we've been able to try.
The thing is with me, there are certain things I'm a snob about. One, being a frappuccino. I've yet to try a place that's better than Starbucks, but I'm always ready to try. Always. That's why I've tried all the others, because I wanted to have something comparable.
Here you are. Tush asked, Babe, what are you snacking on? So these are the ones we always recommend. These are so nice. They're Sainsbury's. They're onion rings. They're perfect for sharing.
And they're the Sainsbury's own. That I'm not a snob about. But I am a snob. Like if there was another one that don't compare, then I wouldn't assault my palate with it.
Now the irony, perfect to share, but he doesn't share. So I will make the share.
You know why? Because I'll start it and then he finishes the whole thing because he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to share.
Liam, how are you? You good?
Hey Liam, how are you?
How have you been? You been to the gym? I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're well. I hope all is good with you. What have you been up to? Right, let me quickly catch up because I am behind on the comment.
Okay.
Sam said pepper on strawberries is popular. Now we have tried. I have heard this. Richard, didn't you try pepper on strawberries? Balsamic vinegar on strawberries.
Yeah, balsamic. I've heard of balsamic vinegar on strawberries, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about. The only thing that I like on fruit, if I'm going to put something on fruit, is chocolate.
Evelyn said about the mango with salt and chili is yummy.
Yeah.
I did mention that before. Evelyn, I'm still to yet be convinced.
Or candied fruit.
Oh,
I like fruit that's been candied.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so candied fruit or chocolate.
When Kelly leaves candied fruit in the kitchen, she wonders why it disappears. Amy said, I like bland stuff, chips with no salt or vinegar. Oh, Amy!
Well, you like what you like, innit?
So a quick round. This is going to be our questions. Do you guys like chip? So when you have your chips, are you having chips au naturel, nothing on it? Do you have salt and vinegar, or do you just go with a mayo? Do you have mushy peas? Do you have what would you have as your complement?
You know, just the smell of fish and chips with salt and vinegar. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be full. You will always want fish and chips. If you smell it with vinegar, sometimes you walk into a building, somebody's eating it, and you think, that fish and chips.
Richard said, I'm a beetroot fanatic when my money goes that far. I know. Richard smuggled beetroot into a cinema, which I find just brilliant. I think that's amazing. That's got to be one of that's got to be the funniest thing I've ever heard anyone smuggle into a cinema.
I just think it's very strange to smuggle, of all the things, beetroot. Now, of all the things that you could smuggle, beetroot.
I could imagine them stopping you. You can't have your own sweets in here, sir, or your popcorn. No, I've got beetroot.
Yes, all right.
Oh, that's all right. Go on.
I've got beetroot.
On you go. Two said, have you ever tried the flavoured coffees from TK Maxx? Do you know what? I do like flavoured coffees. If I move my... Oh, no, they're over there. Oh, you've moved them. They were up there. I did have a load of...
You've got some in the fridge. What are you talking about?
No.
Like I said, Mark's a coffee snob.
This is one of my favourites. This is from Wittard. This is hazelnut flavoured coffee. I've not tried the Wittard one. What would you recommend?
Evelyn doesn't really like the flavoured coffees.
No, she doesn't. But that would be my recommendation. Hazelnut coffee is amazing. Plus, as well, an espresso. I've got a machine.
Also, my mum, she doesn't like the posh coffees, right? My mum's very much, she's instant. She doesn't have an elevated palate in the sense that she wants to try the upper coffees. I bought her a Tassimo, which isn't an upper coffee or anything, but she don't like it.
All right, let me do a quick deal on the, because we are really behind now. Sam said, I want to make s'mores. I love toasted marshmallows. I really do enjoy that, don't you, marshmallows?
I love toasted marshmallows, yes.
I can't really eat them, but you can now get vegetarian ones. We talked about the snack. Liam's on fire. He went to the gym at 9:30. Now that is dedication. I knew you were going to go.
Dedication's what you need.
Tush, you've got to try these, Crystal. I think you'd like them. Richard said, beat it shots. So beetroot shots must be consumed before work. Makes the heartbeat faster. I had one, did a 5K run in 18 minutes. I'm not sure that was the beetroot juice helping you go that fast.
No, but, I think that's just your natural training.
Beat it is banned from the Olympic Games. What is beat it? Oh, is it actually a drink?
I have what you call it, apple cider and ginger shots. It's spicy in the morning. Apple cider and ginger shot. It's just so spicy to drink. Ooh.
Right. Sam said the tin peaches. So going back to that one as well. We are behind. Sorry, guys. The tin peaches and syrup. I would add most of the juice. You will need a few tins because the fruit kind of stews and is already soft. The syrup soaks into the crumble and goes crunchy. Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm glad about your gym thing as well. Sam said the best thing to have with fruit is cheese. Now, I do love
even my mum
and apple and cheese.
Yeah.
Love it. And also as well, you'll be surprised when you've got like cranberry and cheese. Right. So
for me.
Going back to the chips, Liam said he has a bit of ketchup or barbecue sauce with his.
I have mayo.
Kelly has mayo.
Oh, you cannot beat mayo and chips. Mayo, chips, salt and vinegar.
Oh my word, so we've got some really good ideas here. So Evelyn has gone with chips and salt and vinegar. But Sam said mango chutney mayo. Is that mango chutney and mayo or mango chutney mayo?
I would, if I wanted to spice things up, I normally put chili sauce on top of sweet chili sauce on top of my mayo. And then I dip things in the mayo and the sweet chili sauce with whatever. That's if I want to be a bit extra.
So we've got mango, chutney, and mango chutney, mayo, and jalapenos.
Oh.
On chips. Sam, I have never heard of it. See, this is what I love about it, is you get to hear different ideas. I'm going to have to try this combo.
It's not a combo for me, though. But definitely Mark will try
brilliant. Bernadette! How are you?
Magic.
Bernadette says, I hope you're both well and enjoying the sunshine. If they are fish and chips, it has to be salt and vinegar for me. So we got 2 for salt and vinegar.
But I don't like it on my fish because I like my fish to try and stay as crisp as possible. So I only put salt and vinegar on my chips, and then I have the cod with the chips.
We definitely have to. I think we should have fish and chips.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
2 said. So. Never liked vinegar growing up. However, now I do enjoy it a bit when I have fish and chips. But I have chips. I enjoy Heinz saucy sauce, which is ketchup and mayo.
Right, yeah. A lot of people like that, you know.
Isn't that rose sauce? What's that?
Mary Rose.
Mary Rose sauce. You know, we have with
Yeah,
is that right?
The thing is, there are different types of vinegar. I have a white balsamic vinegar. I'm bougie like that, right? I'll just let you know right now, I'm bougie. I have a balsamic white vinegar with my fish and chips. It is so good. But there are different vinegars. So you have to find the right vinegar for you. But I can tell you, my favorite vinegar is the white balsamic vinegar, which I have only ever found in oil and vinegar. So I normally get it. I normally have. But there used to be oil and vinegar shops all around, but in the UK they didn't do very well. So there's only in Scotland. But when you go to Europe, so when we go to Brussels, there's like a few oil and vinegar stores, and I go in and I just buy whatever it is I need and I bring it back with me.
That's amazing. So we've had some really good ideas here. So I've never tried mango chutney on chips.
Not on chips.
Or jalapenos on chips. I think that's amazing.
I love mango chutney, but I've never had it on chips.
Mango chutney and jalapeno.
I don't know. I don't like jalapeno.
And mayo on your chips. If you said peach cobbler as well, I'd be... anyway, Sam said, barbecue sauce is tasting weird, like it's made with too much liquid smoke at the moment. It's hard to find a good one. So can anybody recommend a good barbecue sauce for... Sam?
Yes, I can.
Go on.
Heinz do 2 types of barbecue sauce, but it's the one with the yellow star that you want, which is like a honey barbecue sauce. It's so good.
Rich, so there you go. That's a recommendation.
I think they call it sweet sticky barbecue sauce. It's really good.
If you make your homemade one, apparently it's tomato paste, brown sugar. I'm not sure if it's molasses. I'll have to think on it. But
well, molasses and brown sugar. It has to be one or the other. It can't be both.
Brown sugar. Richard said chips need curry sauce. Yes. Also a dip of egg yolk and sea salt and vinegar. Also fries belong in ice cream. All depends on my mood. What?
Yeah.
Chips and fries. So one thing they were doing, we spotted on YouTube, was in Disneyland. They are doing a pickled milkshake.
That's limited, yeah.
Pickle milkshake. So it's limited edition, but as you sound, it tastes like pickle juice. It's a mixture of pickle juice and milkshake. So the idea is they came up with the idea because what a lot of people do is when they eat pickles in a burger, you'll have a slug of your milkshake. But yeah, I've not tried it, but I don't know what it's like. So if anybody would that appeal to anybody having a pickle juice milkshake?
No, but there's been mixed reviews about it.
So egg yolk. Do you just take the egg yolk and put it all over the chips? Or do you just dunk the chips in?
I mean, if I had chips with if I have like a runny egg, I like to dip my toast in it. I'm not too sure about the chips.
Once in a while, says Toosh, you can't beat salty chips in a nice Coke.
And a nice Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get that.
Richard said,
but it'd be a Diet Coke for me.
Yeah. Richard said, forgot fruit HP sauce is nice. Not had it in a while. Richard, here's a test for you without Googling it. Do you know what HP sauce stands for? They used to call it daddy sauce as well, brown sauce. But what HP sauce stands for? I'll see if he gets it. Sam said, potatoes wrapped in tinfoil with cocktail sticks stabbed in it. Kid's birthday in the 80s with pineapple or cheese.
Yeah,
I used to love pineapple and cheese.
But would normally be stuck in an orange where I'm from, not in a
and that's what she says, and that's a party hedgehog. So what you'll do is you have some fruit, like you say, and you put all the
but she was saying a potato. But in when I knew it,
it's fruit.
It was you stuck it in an orange. So you'd cut the orange in half, and then you would stick the cocktail, and normally it'd be something like pineapple and maraschino cherries, you know, the bright red ones, and a pickle.
Richard said, I like it.
Or olive. Sorry.
Richard said, I like it in Southend. Each shop makes out they have the best chips. I asked the locals to get the right one. So Richard and Amy, actually, because you're both in that area, what is your recommendation for the best fish and chip shop in your area? In actual fact, let's do this for everybody. Can you recommend in your area what is the best fish and chip shop? We have to do the same. So you don't have to say exactly the town you're from, but you can just give the directions. If you say Southeast London, we'll say, what's the best one you would recommend? Fishy Place?
No. There is a really good, and I don't know what the name of it, but it was where I used to live. But you never tried it. I think you might have tried it once.
Is that the one that closed down?
No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't a good one. I mean, it was all right. It was all right when you just would go there. No, this was when I used to live in the flat.
What would you know?
The one that we go to, but it's not the best. Bar. It's not the best fish and chips I've had. No.
In our area.
That's not. But you said, what is the best fish and chips in your area? That is not it. I'm just saying that, but it's the closest one. The one where I used to live in the flat.
Sam said, when I cook pulled pork, I roast it in Coke.
Oh, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do
pickle
that.
Pizza looks so good. I've seen it baked in the crust.
Pickled pizza.
Oh, does this sound nice? A little pickle, hot pockets, and then tons of cheese. Who does that?
I'm not so sure about that.
Did you hear Pizza Hut is folding?
Yeah,
Pizza Hut's going bust.
I'm going to go there before it goes bust.
I think we should.
Yeah, I'm going to go and do the buffet.
Oh, we should do a review. We should do a film review before it goes. Sam said, I love mascachino. Is it? Maraschino. Cherries in a brandy and baby sham. Oh my God, baby sham. You're going back. So Richard said, HP, Harry Potter. I know it's Houses of Parliament as the picture on the board. That's right. It is. It's Harry Potter sauce. You're right. It's Houses of Parliament sauce. That's what it stands for. Touche said, it's not my area, but highly recommend Palmer Chip Shop and Restaurant in Yeovil. Yeovil and Somerset. Okay. So what would you recommend? If somebody was to come to our area, you'd recommend the one near your flat that you can't even remember the name of?
Yeah. That's the one I would recommend.
You're going to have to Yeah, but I don't get to recommend it. The one near where I live, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
Richard said Chigwell Village is the best in Essex, but Sheesh of Chigwell has the best fries if you can afford it. Oh, now we looked at Sheesh. We looked at Sheesh. Sheesh is very expensive. Sheesh is a restaurant in Essex, but it is expensive. But the Chigwell Village, so that's interesting to hear. So thank you, Richard. That's it, and thank you guys for sharing your ones as well. Vaughan said, I read today that the people have complained that food companies have changed the recipes in their snack, like chips, etc. Has anyone noticed a difference? I can't say I have.
The thing is, when I noticed a difference, so PG tips back in the day was fine. They've added so much stuff to it that now I can't drink it. And I noticed that with a lot, they do that with bread. They'll add certain additives to it and whatever, and it just is.
Sugar.
But there's so many things that they do that they add nowadays that they did not add when we were younger. It was more pure because we didn't eat. If you think about it, when you were growing up, did your mum ever have frozen food?
Only peas and vegetables. Yeah,
but she cooked from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't this microwave business of microwaving this and that and the other. Your family would always cook from scratch, and it wouldn't ever, when I was younger, occur to my mum to ever do something in the microwave because she grew up cooking things from scratch. And it only as we got older, we became a lot, you know, now that we have to like work longer hours, both of you have to work and all of this type of stuff to even own property or anything like that. Your home life balance comes a little bit distorted. And so when you get in of an evening, like if you're getting home at 5 or 6 or 7, do you want to do a meal? No, you're just going to bung something in the oven quickly. Like you're just going to have like oven food or whatever. And so that's why when they sort of like do these recipes and then they switch them up and then, you know, but you don't always, as much as we would love to, or sometimes people don't know how to do something from scratch and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So we live now in a world of convenience.
Well, that's our point, isn't it? Because people don't have the time to do
it. Which is such a shame.
But going back to Vaughan's original point, that is true. So not all companies, but a lot of them changed the recipe. So I was watching a documentary of Heston Blumenthal, and he went to Pot Noodles headquarters, and he said, he goes, I swear you've changed the recipe. From when I was a kid, because they changed totally different. And they said, yeah, you're right, we have.
It was so salty.
Well, that's what they said. They said, you don't realise how salty we made them in the 70s and 80s.
Same with fish fingers. So
we had to change the recipe to comply with health and safety standards. That's why they taste different. Richard said, Vaughan said, Sam, no. So, Vaughan, are you not partial to a little baby sham? I didn't know they still sold it.
They still do baby sham,
Richard said, I know the UK's best fish and chip shop belongs to York's famous Harry Ramsden.
I've been there.
Oh dear. Right, now you might cause a little bit of controversy there, Richard, because Kelly does not rate Harry Ramsden.
Nope.
I've never eaten in there, believe it or not.
You're not missing anything. Don't bother. It's rubbish.
Really?
Yeah. Unless the original one is good. But I can tell you now, I've been to the Brighton a couple of times. I've tried to give Harry, I will give a place a couple of goes. Do you know what I mean? But it's rubbish. Don't bother going.
One of the ones that won loads of awards is actually in Muswell Hill in North London. So there's one called Tops. Is it Tops or Tops? But they're really expensive. But they've had award-winning fish and chips.
I feel like fish and chips is so expensive.
Well, it is. Yeah.
It's like 20 quid. Like before, fish and chips used to have it on a Friday because it was a cheap fish supper. Like be £5 and go. It's like now the fish on its own can be anywhere from £9 to £15 for a piece of cod. No.
Many companies changed Richard said many companies changed their recipes.
Yeah.
Vaughan said, yes, Kelly, too much salt. That makes me sick. Had to stop buying those bread rolls. That's over 3 years ago. Of course, a lot of it is, they say restaurants add a lot of salt to their stuff as well, especially when they give you little snacks, because the idea, it makes you thirsty, so it forces you then to order more drinks. Richard said many. Oh, sorry, we did that one. Vaughan said for convenience, don't forget Lidl organic pizza bases.
Ooh.
Oh, we have to look at those.
You know what? I never really go to Lidl. I remember going there a couple of times with my mum, but I never sort of like go there to actively shop or anything like that really. So I should pop in there really. But what I find sometimes with supermarket owned brands, and this is not all the time, this is just sometimes, Morrison's own bread or whatever is so salty.
Yeah, Morrison's is.
I don't even bother.
Morrison's
I do not even bother because I can't. It's just too salty.
They did a review on supermarket foods, and they said Morrison's, I think, had at the time it was done. This is back in the early noughties. They had the highest salt content. There's a girl I used to work with from Leeds, and she goes, "Yeah, but that's because it's northern."
Yeah, it was just too salty. So I don't even bother with them. And the thing with Sainsbury's, their baguettes were never light and fluffy. So they were always quite dense. They were quite heavy. So I'm just like, so I never really got those. But they used to do these Vienna rolls, clearly additives to them. But in saying that, you could have them a couple of days later. So with the Vienna rolls, they were really good. And I didn't necessarily have to eat them that day. I could actually eat them the next day. But some of them ones that they do, they've now changed the recipe. So clearly there's an additive now that they use, which preserves the baguette for longer. Because back in the day, you had to eat baguette on the same day. You couldn't eat it the next day. It would be rock hard. But now they do it so that it will last a couple of days.
Sam says, that's it. Richard said in York, there's always a queue for Harry Ramsden's. So, well, it might be. To be fair, you've never tried it at York.
No, I would have to try it. But I tell you now, in Brighton, it's rubbish.
All right, that's the Brighton one.
I had it in the airport as well. It's rubbish.
Sam said Rick Stein's fish and chip shop in Cornwall gets terrible reviews. Really? Now, Rick Stein is renowned fish chef, so I'm shocked he gets bad reviews. He's got several restaurants in Cornwall as well, hasn't he?
I've never seen any of his recipes that I want to try. But my cousin really does like him. Like, she likes watching his stuff. There's nothing that man has cooked that I think, oh, yeah, I want to try. Nothing. There's nothing.
Bit of fish. Said, R. Kelly has spoken. Melt her cheese. That's got to be.
Yes.
Now, I think that would be a good little segment if you did a food review called Melt My Cheese.
Or like if I did a T-shirt, like merch.
Melt my cheese.
Melt my cheese.
I remembered that. That was the Ori Cafe. Because look at this. And this is not even melt. I want my cheese melt.
Melt my cheese.
Rich has said, I've decided never to visit Burger King if they've stopped warming their buns. Is that true? Oh. I thought you should.
I was never a Burger King fan. I like first of all, their burgers repeat on me. So I know I will never eat that. I would never eat Burger King. However, I did used to like their chicken royale. Their chicken royale was really good. So, but their no, Burger King is not for me.
Vaughan said Tesco 7-Up granola was superb, but they altered the recipe. Oh. I stopped buying it. This is several years ago before shrinkflation. Shrinkflation, my God, especially tins of sweets. So Kelly and I always get the quality streets, or they're more for you. But
But somebody likes to eat them.
Oh, you got through it. How quick? Tell everybody how quickly you got through that big tin.
Anyway,
which is there. I will show you the size of the tin. You got through that in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I would say. A massive tin. You saw the tin, so we got a personalised tin. Sam said we got our fish and chips half price from where my son works. Oh, aww. I see the connection. But that's always good, though. You've got that little connection there, so we can get you half price fish and chips. Richard said, what makes me laugh? Does your son actually work in a fish and chip shop, or does he work in a restaurant? Richard said, what makes me laugh is when we buy Korean spicy chicken and drink Totally, pay £6.50, always fills me up. Oh, the drink is called Totally, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Where did you get this from? Is it in, you got a certain place you go to? Richard said Burger King and McDonald's never fill me right up.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. My appetite is not that big, and so whenever I get McDonald's, it does fill me up. But if I get the chicken royale and chips, that will fill me up. I don't like the Burger King burgers. They've got such a weird and funny taste to them that whatever they've put in it doesn't agree with me, so I can't eat it. But in saying that, Big Mac, but the thing is, I really love a Big Mac. I really, really do. But there's something in it, I don't know what it is now, doesn't agree with me, so I don't get it that often. It would be every once in a while, but I really like a Big Mac. Me and my cousin Steph, we used to love a Big Mac, and sometimes back in the day when I used to eat it, I couldn't eat it all. I'd have to save half of it. But yeah, I love Big Mac, but it doesn't agree with me now. They've done something to it. It now doesn't agree with me anymore.
Richard said Burger King, McDonald's. Oh no, sorry, you said that one. Vaughan said little granola and coffees are really very good. I pimp up the granola, pimp my granola.
Yeah.
Pimp my granola, adding nuts like pecans, hazelnut. Excellent. Oh, that sounds really nice, actually. We don't shop at Lidl. We should try and have a little look at it.
Yeah, we should.
There's one in our local town.
Yeah.
Amy said, "Are you sure this is not a food channel?" Well, do you know, to be fair, we do discuss food a lot because we do like it. But obviously, bear in mind, we do other things. So we do product reviews. We do the holidays. We haven't been on one for a while.
We haven't been on one, but we are planning for possibly next year to go on a few.
And of course, I did my charity walk, which will be up on the video soon.
Yeah.
But yes, we do love our food, Amy.
Yeah, at the moment, it is mainly food. But next year, we probably will switch up a couple of things, and it won't only be food. It will be food abroad.
Richard said, John Lewis Quality Street is back. Here's a little tip. Go on Black Friday.
Ooh.
All right, well, thank you, Richard.
Yeah.
So Kelly and I, we went on Christmas, because that's when it was there. But we
went November. We went around my birthday.
Oh, is it? I thought it was...
Yeah, we went around my birthday.
All right, we'll have a little look at that as well. So if anybody's interested, we did do the in John Lewis, and that's thanks to Richard because he told us about it. They do their own bespoke Quality Street tin, so you can do. So we did do a video. It is in our back catalogue, not that long ago.
Last year.
Yeah. So
but we're going to bring the same tin. Because we get discount. Yeah, so if you bring your tin back, you get discount.
Well, we're probably end up getting two because you'll want another one.
Yeah.
Kelly, Quality Street, you've got to buy the Belgian chocolate bonbons.
What, in Quality Street? Is that the Belgian chocolate bonbons in Quality Street, or Belgian chocolate bonbons in, in general?
Yeah. Who does these chocolate bonbons? Two said, my mum has an old vintage Quality Street tin. She keeps her sewing kit in.
Yeah.
And it's shocking the size of it compared to now. Do you know what? I knew it. You can actually see that as well. When somebody keeps a tin for years, I think my parents have probably got one in their shed where my dad puts his tools in. And you can see they're so much bigger.
My gran, and, that was a popular thing back then. And she would have you'd go in there thinking all biscuit or all chocolate, and you open it up and it'd be a sewing kit.
Vaughan said, I'd never do fast food. Do you never?
Wow.
Not even once in a while.
That is so good.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's so good.
Richard said, this Christmas, I'm not going to Rochester. I'm going somewhere opposite ends of the outer zones. Oh, okay. We probably will do Rochester. Yeah. We've got the Rochester video to put up. But yeah, you guys have just gone over 500,000 views, says Amy.
Oh, I've not even checked.
We're really bad. Do you know what? I don't check our subscribers.
You don't check anything.
I don't check our views. I just basically like to produce the videos and chat to you guys.
Yeah, pretty much. But I know Richard was telling us something about his views and his watch hours, and he's got so much watch hours. I thought we're not even close to once you so without boring you with regards to YouTube, you have to have a certain amount of watch hours and a certain amount of subscribers, and then you can start to earn money. And Richard was telling me about because Richard's got his subscribers and stuff like that, and then he's telling us about his watch hours, and I was thinking, what? Do you know what I mean? In your mind, you're thinking, wow, but we don't have close to that many watch hours for sure.
Well, thanks for pointing that out, though, Amy. I was going to say, Vaughan said McDonald's and Burger King. Sam said, my son works on a big holiday park near Newquay. They did mess up the order and gave us 6 sauces each of mushy peas and curry sauce instead of 3. But it was very nice, and the fish was a big portion. Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Oh, Sam, I'm jealous now. That sounds amazing. Amy said, you guys have more views than Richard. I don't think we have.
Well, no, not according to Richard. He has got like 20,000 watch hours.
I like the laugh emoji though. Vaughan said, it's amazing when you browse in Lidl and Aldi what you'll find some surprises. I should do that more, especially I always just automatically go to the same supermarket each time. There you are, we're 9,000 behind Richard.
Right.
It's not about views, it's about watch time.
Yes, about watch hours. So you have to accrue a certain amount of watch hours in order to, you know, like start to earn money and stuff like that. Now, Richard says he's got like 20,000 watch hours. That's mad. That's amazing. Do you know what I mean? Congratulations. Because that watch hours, that is what, do you know what I mean? So we're nowhere near that. But yeah, it's something to aspire to for sure.
Well, we don't. I've got to say, because we don't upload as regularly as that.
We don't upload as regularly.
I'm really pushing to try and get 1 video a week, but I struggle with that with time frames and everything.
Yeah, but we're glad we can carve out time to speak to you guys. Do you know what I mean? That is very important to me, that we carve out time. We get to speak to you guys. You get to tell us about what you're doing, what your favorite things are. I like that. I like it.
No, Sam, this is for you. Sam said, I'm going to get it in a minute. Zachary has always loved to make a gingerman. I really would like to make a gingerbread house or train this Xmas with him. Not sure I could make a gingerbread space ship, but he would love that. Well, check this out. We forgot to make this. It's still okay to eat. So I think I will make it.
Yeah.
So, let me just grab it.
And guys, Bake Off is starting soon. What? Oh,
that's always the thing that winter's coming. So this is a gingerbread house kit by M&S. You can see from the top there as well.
Yeah.
So
I think it's best before, not used by, right?
Yeah. So you've got the 2 roofs. You've got. I'm still going to eat it. You've got the 2 sides, and you've got the front and the back of the house. But look, it comes with a little icing thing, so you can decorate it, and comes with sweet decorations. And check that out. You've got a little couple there to go and that's what it will look like. I don't think I can get it that good.
I don't think I can get it that good.
But if your icing skills are that good, that's potentially what
I think Sam's icing skills will be that good.
There you go. So Sam, there you go.
There you go. Or you could. Sam will probably bake her cookies from scratch. Yeah.
Vaughan said, I remember when chocolate manufacturers produced beautiful chocolate boxes for Christmas. Yeah, that is true. You don't see that much now.
No.
It's all down about cost cutting. So yeah, that's a box. That'll do.
Yeah, but also it's all like additive. They're not like they were before.
Richard said, I don't compare myself to others. Good on Mark and Kelly for doing well. And to you, Richard, as well.
Thank you. Honestly.
Amy said, well, then stop comparing Nero with Starbucks.
Richard does do that a lot. Yeah, he does.
He also said he hated Starbucks. Vaughan said, real chocolate from the chocolate specialist stores. Okay, it's expensive, but it changes your palate. This is the problem. I bitterly regret now introducing Kelly to New House, because now she only wants New House. Yes, I did introduce you.
Let me tell you something about Mark, right? He didn't know about anything till I added the spice and the seasoning to his life. So
my thing is all spice and seasoning.
So
then Amy said, then I'm going to stop comparing your views. 2 said, Mark's on the move. Yeah, that's what I went to get. Mark and Kelly's views are up to 500,000.
Wow.
Well, I've
not even checked it. I'm not going to lie.
Guys, I've got to say at this point, thank you so much, because without you, we would never, ever get to anywhere near that. So
exactly.
We want to say a really big thank you for all your dedication, all your sticking with us and listening to our madness and watching our videos.
Yeah, our crazy. Like, we're all... Like, I like that we found like-minded people, do you know what I mean, who like to talk or just like to listen, just like to play in the background. Because like there was one lady from Arizona who contacted me and just said, oh, I'd just like you to know that you've got, you know, someone in a sub from Arizona. And I just think, oh my God, that's so nice. And she listens to us at work, because of the hour difference and stuff like that. So she just listens to us at work. And then you have Georgina, and Georgina also listens to us as a podcast. and stuff like that. And it's just so nice when, you know, like people are, so they might not be able to join us on the live, but then they listen to us like at a later date or as a podcast or watch us at a later date. And it's just like, it just makes me so happy. And I just wish like sometimes everyone could be on and we all have a conversation and stuff like that. But you know, that's just me. Chat. Kelly is a chatterbox. That was my school
your
report.
school report. Richard said, Nero is my sponsor. Everyone has their own vibe.
They do.
Richard,
but I don't slate other.
No.
I don't do that.
Richard said, I like the gingerbread house. I was going to say, so it's about, well, we bought it last year. It was about 13 quid at the time. I will make it, but even if you don't eat it, I would like to just try and make it because it looks quite good. I hope it's not too soft then, it's all thing. But yeah, there you go. I'm sure we're buying.
You like the soft biscuits?
I do. Where are we? Oh, Sam said about Richard's views about. But yeah, we see we're roughly in the same ballpark. Vaughan said, watch hours. Wow, YouTube has all the angles covered. You deserve more views. Oh, bless you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. That's so kind.
Vaughan also said house building when you have a dull day. That's going to be when it's going to be raining.
When it's raining, yeah.
Actually, I think, Richard, you're right. It will be interesting to see it. You look at it and I thought, there's no way my piping's going to be that good.
No way.
Look at the intricacy on the roof.
I am the most rubbish decorator going. But I do try my best. I do.
Well, it's kind of got a stencil. So you can actually just
follow the stencil. But what 2 twos, the thing will break as you're doing that. It'll break in the middle, and then you have to start again and go round. Like it won't do the complete round. I reckon.
We shall see.
Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I'm not very good at the decorating. I'm not very good at piping skills. I really want to learn. And so like when I bring like stuff to work and like everyone, like what makes my heart warm is when I bake something and it's got in seconds. Like I know it takes me ages to make it and all of that, but when I see people enjoying it, it really brings me so much joy. And I just think, oh, like they really like it, and like they don't know the amount of work they took to do
Richard's
it.
Got to go. Take care, Richard.
Bless you, Richard. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Where are we? Oh, Vaughan said the spice and seasoning go is a good life one. Well, I was going to say, I'm not sure about this introducing to New House because Kelly goes, New House, you buy a few. I've mentioned this before. You just buy a few chocolates. It's like 20 quid.
Yeah,
it's so expensive. Yeah, you're right, Tush. It is like catching up with friends. It's so nice.
It's so. And what I like is when people interact with each other in the chat and stuff like that as well. That's so nice.
Vaughan said you are making connections far and wide. We are. We're really lucky to have met with all you guys as well, because we probably never would have met with you in real life. So that's what's so great. Well, I say real life in real. Vaughan said I don't like soft biscuits. See, now I like soft cookies, but not when a biscuit that's supposed to be hard goes soft.
I like a snap to my biscuit.
Amy said, what makes me happy is when somebody appreciates me and tells me to my face.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Amy, and we are going to look forward to your exhibition when it's on. And I'm going to video you and I'm going to interview you. I can't say that with a straight face. She'll run away. Amy. Tush said, like I said, need this lovely friendly space after the week I've had. Oh, bless you, Tush. I know it's been really difficult for you.
I'm glad you got like a space where like you could just come chat to people and like just enjoy whatever the vibe is. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll get in, like I got in and I was just so tired. And I'm just like, but sometimes I get like that. Sometimes you get like that, and we're just like really, really tired. But we always try to make time, like to be able to sit and chat with you guys, see what you guys are getting up to. Like, have you got any plans coming up? What are you going to be doing? All of that type of stuff. And then like if we've got anything coming up, we'll like talk to you guys about it and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, it's just so nice.
Where are we? Tush said, like I said, we said that need this lovely friendly space after the week I've had. Sam said the icing in those kits is usually awful and difficult to use. Grr. So is ready-made icing in tubes is always too runny. So the colours are weak. Hope yours turns out good. I put pressure on myself now. I'm gonna have to find
Yeah.
some time to do this now. It won't be this month for sure. Amy said, "You better not." I will say if. I will say, you see this tall man called Mark, tell him no paparazzi. I think we need a bouncer. I think if it's a college thing, probably your teacher's the bouncer. That's what will end up happening. Right, guys. So it's that time.
Already.
I know it's been. I only because I've got some stuff to do for work, unfortunately. So otherwise, I would love to stay and chat. Because as always, we have such fun. And I never ever expect on the time I was thinking, oh God, I've got to do this blimmin' thing for tomorrow. Unfortunately, that's it for Mark and Kelly's trips, tips, and things for today. But we will be back Friday, 6:30 UK time, as we normally do.
Let me just double check the diary.
Oh, you should have checked that before.
Oh, I should have checked it before.
Because I always say that to Kelly when we do it. Because then when everyone's going, are you?
No, we are.
Right, there we are. So I thought so. So yeah. Until then, look after yourselves. Take care. Have a fantastic week. And remember, you're never told to have fun. We will hopefully see you. Oh, I must watch the film. Yes, I'm going to try and fit in time. I'm really busy this week, but I will try and find some time to watch it.
Good job. You reminded him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't watched it yet as well, but I did watch Tim. So, but I haven't watched the other one. So I will.
You'll probably watch it when I go out, if you remember.
If I remember. Remind me to watch it.
How am I going to remember? It's not even a film that I probably would even like to watch.
So everybody, look after yourselves. I hope everybody has a good week. Do take care of yourselves, as I always say, and we will see you hopefully on Friday. And I hope those aren't feeling well feel better soon.
Yes, and have a great week, everyone.
My house hunting is on, says Vaughan. Hold now, because I don't want to move leading into winter paperwork. Takes ages.
It does.
Well, best of luck. Keep finding it, and hopefully you'll move to London. All right, take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.